Solaris Paper, committed to sustainability. Solaris Paper distributes high-quality toilet and tissue paper products throughout Australasia to the away-from-home market. Established in Australia in 2007, Solaris Paper is an affiliate of Asia Pulp and Paper, one of the world's largest pulp and paper companies. APP employs more than 100,000 in Indonesia and around the world. Together with APP, our vision is to become the 21st century's premier, world-class pulp and paper manufacturer, making paper sustainably and delivering superior value to customers, shareholders, employees, and the community. A commitment to sustainability. Solaris Paper and APP have made a commitment to sustainable forest management. But what does sustainability mean? For us, wood legality forms the basis of all our operations, and sustainability is based on 3 pillars. Environmental compliance. This involves implementing initiatives to reduce our carbon footprint, protecting endangered wildlife, and minimising the use of resources in our production processes. Economic viability. Supporting a $7 billion industry by employing thousands of workers and contributing to economies in countries we operate in. Social responsibility. Investing in and empowering local communities. Only through achieving a balance between these 3 pillars can we be sure that our operations are truly sustainable. Our task is to build a sustainable business against the backdrop of considerable economic and social challenges in Indonesia, where more than 30 million people are living in poverty. For many, forestry is their lifeblood. 60% currently live in rural areas where forestry and agriculture are the main sources of livelihood. The sector employs more than 3 million Indonesians. In total, 5.5% of Indonesia's GDP comes from forestry and related industries, making it a critical factor in the country's development. Our suppliers employ almost 70,000 people in Indonesia. The government has therefore taken steps to control how the country's land can be used. Of Indonesia's 191 million hectares, 27% has been set aside for pure conservation, 42% has been allocated for infrastructure and farming, and 31% for production forest. Just 3% has been allocated for the pulp and paper industry. Our suppliers' concession holders control just 1.31% of the entire landmass of Indonesia. We remain committed to developing a truly sustainable pulp and paper business through 6 principles of sustainable development, encompassing sustainable sourcing, certifications, production environmental impact, biodiversity and habitat protection, carbon storage and emissions, social, economic and human rights. Sustainable sourcing. For us, wood legality forms the basis of all our operations. Our main supplier, APP, has a zero-tolerance policy for illegal wood entering the supply chain. Prior to developing a concession granted by Indonesian government, APP suppliers work with independent review bodies to identify high conservation value forests or important areas of biodiversity. If identified, these are often set aside for conservation. Currently, APP suppliers set aside up to 40% of concessions. Certification. All of APP's pulp and paper supplies have been one of a number of national or international forestry certification schemes. These include Indonesia's voluntary standard LEI, Indonesia's mandatory standards PHPL or SBLK, or international standard PEFC, from non-controversial sources that meet PEFC guidelines. Pulp of verified legal origin or verified legal compliance legally harvested under Indonesian law. Recycled wood and paper. In Australia, 100% of our products are PEFC certified, giving every Solaris Paper customer complete confidence that the products supplied are from responsibly managed forests and plantations. PEFC, the Program for the Endorsement of Forest Certification, is the world's largest certification scheme by forest area. To achieve PEFC, pulp is sourced internationally from markets with PEFC endorsement. Production and environmental impacts. Once sourced, the materials used in the manufacturing conversion follow strict controls to ensure that they are produced in a sustainable manner. Supplier mills use technology to minimise environmental impact, meeting or exceeding Indonesian national standards for emissions, waste reduction, recycling and reduced energy consumption. Furthermore, the mills used have achieved PEFC Chain of Custody accreditation, biodiversity and habitat protection. As well as protecting actual forest concessions, we support a number of large wildlife projects in areas of high biodiversity, such as the creation of a 100,000 hectare Sumatran tiger sanctuary in Riau province and the relocation of endangered Sumatran tigers back into the wild. Developing a verifiable carbon conservation model at Kampar Carbon Reserve, the world's first privately funded project turning pulpwood plantation concessions into carbon reserve, and launching a partnership to help preserve and expand the population of Javan rhinos, one of the world's rarest mammals. Carbon storage and emissions. Pulp and paper production is often considered a high emission sector. In fact, APP and Solaris Paper are proud to be an industry low emission leader. We are near carbon neutral, among the best in the industry. Social, economic and human rights. We believe the impact on society of our operations is just as important as the impact on forestry and biodiversity. We have a responsibility to make a difference at the community level. This includes a number of initiatives such as building, repairing and supporting schools across Indonesia, supporting 2,000 university students with full scholarships, and helping village women earn extra money for home by making crafts for sale. Closer to home in Australia, we also support the local community around our operations. This has included launching a grant for Holroyd School to support disadvantaged students such as Muhammad Al-Rami, a 12-year-old boy from Afghanistan, who will be the first student at the school to benefit from the scholarship fund we have contributed to. Vision 2020. Our work to develop a leading world-class pulp and paper business never stops. Earlier this year, we partnered with Carbon Conservation to help craft Vision 2020, a sustainability roadmap to guide all aspects of the company's Indonesian operations from today to 2020. Sustainability is critical to our business and customers can have complete confidence that 100% of our products are PEFC certified. We have a zero tolerance policy for illegal wood entering the supply chain. We fully embrace biodiversity and habitat protection. We look forward to working with stakeholders in Australia and overseas to achieve our goals. If you would like to help us meet this vision, please contact us at solarispaper.com.au to find out more. Solaris Paper, a commitment to sustainability.